Hi, my name is Chris Fleck with Oxinane, and this is another Oxinane brief. Oxinane is the Greek word to increase, and we're here with our client Joseph Kuchinka here today with his company Proverus that we're honored to represent. Now, this little mini webinar brief, this testimony, if you will, is going to leave you, the listener, with this. You know, you as a business or a nonprofit, I mean, you've got your tax people, you've got your accounting people, you've got your HR people, but in the area of insurance, especially property casualty, you know, it's kind of a yawner up front. And yet at the same time, our exposure is great in this Sue Happy world. And I just love the heart of Joseph Kuchinka and how he helps people and just gets giddy helping people identify where their exposures are out and trying to close that affordably. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I'm Joe Kuchinka. I'm the president and CEO of Proverus. We're a multi-location insurance and risk management firm. We have 3 locations in Minnesota right now. We're licensed in about 22 states. So we have quite a reach. You know, frankly, our heart and mission, what causes us to get up and go every morning is making a positive difference in people's lives. We can do that in personal lives. We can do that in corporate. I spend the majority of my time with corporate clients. Our book comprises about 80% commercial clients, 20% personal lines. We've got a growing team of salespeople and service team. And you know, like I say, we're just excited about the positive difference that we can make in people's lives. We've got multiple verticals. We've got the personal lines that would include home and auto and life insurance. We've got commercial, which is all the various tools and risk management techniques related to there. We've got fee-for-service consulting. We've got some other concepts to help people eliminate debt and make a positive difference in their lives that way. So just a lot of things that we've got going on as an organization that in time we can kind of break that up and go into that. But just with this first introductory video, I just wanted to share kind of who we are at our core and why we do what we do and why we get out of bed in the morning. Proverus, first of all, we started Proverus in 2013. I've been licensed in the industry for a little over 30 years. And you know, we launched Proverus 2013. Proverus is the Latin word that means for truth. A few different reasons for that. Number one, and no secret, insurance industry has not been known for truth and righteousness throughout its entire history. We know part of our calling is to make it raise that bar and make that positive difference in our industry. Then we obviously we represent the kingdom of truth, the one true source of truth. We truly know we're called to be a marketplace ministry here in the marketplace. So all those things come together rather with the name Proverus. So we're pretty blessed that God showed us that name because we spent a lot of time and energy in branding firms and so forth trying to come up with what just the right thing was to communicate our heart. So I just thought I'd share a story that I think really dictates, you know, what the positive impact that we have and can make within our organizations. There's a Twin Cities-based company, manufacturing firm about, at the time, I think they were at about 130 people. Now today, they're a little over 200. Got the president and CEO brought us in, said, Joe, we're one of the top agencies in the area. I highly doubt you're going to find anything with our organization, but, you know, come on in, do your thing. And I want to make sure that things are as clean as they are. I have a tendency to delegate all this stuff and just make assumptions. But I'd love to have you come in and just, you know, confirm that my assumptions are true. So we came through. They were with a very good agency. And frankly, my initial thought was, oh, great, we're not going to find anything. As time went on, we went through our diagnostic tools that we use. And there were 11 things that we found within this organization, ranging from very serious, where, you know, kind of 911 emergency, red lights and sirens are flashing, all the way down to just kind of some, you know, minor housekeeping things. And so went back to see the client to do a face-to-face interview and talk to him about it. And I walk in and he's like, you know, I'm really sorry. I can't meet with you. I'm going to have you meet with my CFO. And I looked him in the eye and I said, you know, I'm happy to reschedule. I said, you're the one with all the skin in the game here. I said, it's really not fair to your CFO to be able to have to make these decisions and regurgitate the information back to you. And I said, I'm happy to reschedule. I respect that. He said, I can give you 10 minutes. 40 minutes later, he walked out of the room because we got his attention. And the beauty of all of that was there was some of those 911s that we said, hey, you need to take this and fix this right away. They weren't even our client. You know, they were still with another agency, and they tweaked up some of the things that we told them to do for the low-hanging fruit that we knew as an emergency couldn't wait. Later, within about, I can't remember exactly how long it was, but it was within that first year, they had a situation happen within their organization. And the owner of the firm came to me later and said, had we not taken your advice, had you not come in here, we would have been over $1 million short in that last claim scenario that we had. So if that doesn't make the hair on your neck stand up and go, wow, I just thank God for being able to be in that position at that moment to be able to have that positive impact on that company.
Wow, great testimony. And Bob Wilbanks is here, President of Ambassadors for Business and CEO of Oxinane. Bob, do you want to share any testimonies working with Proverus?
Working with Joe has been just a pleasure. We're all busy out there and running two organizations, one being a fast-growing marketplace ministry called Ambassadors for Business, and the other fairly up-and-coming and fast-growing fractional sales consulting company with Oxinane. Plus, my wife has a business of her own, and everything that was going on with COVID-19 at the time, I was feeling like I was pivoting so much that I was turning into a ballet artist, twirling and twirling. And, Joe and one of his people, Dennis, said, hey, we should really just take a look at everything that's going on within your company. And I just remember telling them, I just don't have time to go through anything like that. And they said, it won't take as much time as you think. I mean, if you can just get us the policy information and shoot that over to us, just put it in a package and mail it over. We'll jump on it, start going from there. We already know your organizations fairly well. I think we have a pretty good feel for what's happening. I knew this was probably something that God wanted me to do, because the next day, my full-blown insurance policy shows up, the whole package shows up in the mail from my current provider. So I thought, I think maybe I just need to forward this on to Joe and his team over there. A few weeks went by. We had a couple brief conversations. Joe sent a few emails that I needed to respond with some additional data, but literally if it took more than 15, 20 minutes of my time over that next couple of weeks, that would be a lot. What came out of that was about a 45-minute conversation with Joe that really underscored all of the deficiencies we had within our current coverages. I was able to take that to the board for Ambassadors for Business, and Joe joined me on our weekly board update call to help them walk through the changes he was recommending. And within a week, we made the decision and made the change to Proverus with all of our coverage needs, and I feel like we're fully covered now, and I can really rest at night. It was something that was definitely niggling in the back of my mind. What if this happens, or what if that happens? And now I can rest easy that we have the coverage that we really should have as an organization. So that was my experience. I would just encourage any CEO or president of an organization, large or small, make the time to have a review done by Proverus. You'll be glad you did.
Bob, thanks for sharing your testimony. And Joe, thanks for the investment of your time today. And thank you, the listening audience, for listening to this Oxinane brief. If this is something that resonates with you, don't hesitate. Please contact us with the information that's on the screen there. Our website, oxinane.com, spelled AUXANEIN.com. You can give us a call, 612-695-9176, or email info@oxinane.com. Until next time, this has been an Oxinane brief. We look forward to seeing you soon.